I am Lazarus, come from the dead, come back to tell you all. I shall tell you all. In simple terms, I'm back, I'm alive, I'm here. We're going to start off today by doing some RPG horror stories, which I've been wanting to do for a while, so we're just going to get right into it. And the first story is called, Oh Yeah Baby, Campaign Speedrun. I'd like to preface the story with no ill will towards any of the players. The DM faces a little bit of ire from me, but it really wasn't anything too serious. Be me, starting a new campaign. Yay, my first Dragonborn fighter. Exciting. I have my backstory that works well with the world. The DM shows up, and one player is a bit late. We play for about an hour. We are tracking down a group of goblins that kidnapped a townsman's daughter. We have a goblin PC, so there's a bit of conflict. We sneak up on the goblin. He asks us what we want to do. I say I draw and fire my heavy crossbow. He ignores me. The rogue goes in. The rogue goes down. The warlock says he'll Eldritch Blast. I say I'd like to attack with my crossbow after the warlock. He just says the word roll. I roll. The warlock rolls. He describes as the warlock attack expertly connects. He rolled a 15 and I rolled a 22. I ask why my attack didn't get described. Because I didn't tell you to roll. Red flag number 1. Alright, so this is already off to a bad start, I think. It's kind of weird, but also, you don't really need to be rolling if the Dungeon Master doesn't really ask you. You can be like, hey, can I roll this right now? But it's also a kind of given thing where you'd be like, hey, I'd like to attack. So it's kind of in the ball field right now. But I wasn't there, so we'll continue. Okay, fine, let's go into the dungeon the goblin was guarding. It's dark. Me and the Aarakocra can't see. The Aarakocra says, oh, it's fine, and proceeds to pull out a moonlight sword of the ancient elves. Red flag number 2. Wait. They just started this campaign, and he pulls out a moonlight sword of the ancient elves. Okay. Alright, let's back to it. I feel really weird. This man just started with a magic item, but if the DM said it was fine, maybe I should have asked for one. We delve into the dungeon and find 4 goblins. All of their attacks target our rogue. The rogue goes down. Again. Even though I was right behind him in the hallway. Semi-red flag? I dash around him and slice a goblin in half. Suddenly, even though he said there were no more goblins outside in the scene prior, he suddenly says, 2 more goblins come and flank us. Red flag number 3. Uh-oh. We almost die, but the DM's phone starts ringing. He leaves for 15 minutes. The players are having an intense chat about how the fuck we get out of this, like D&D players do when we see a message. When I get back, we need to have a serious discussion about the future of this game. When he inevitably gets back, he tells us that he isn't having fun and he hates the vibe of the party. He says he'll keep us individually in mind as he likes each of us as players, but he hates the party. I promptly leave the server. So that's the story about how my Dragonborn fighter underwent his entire character art in 1.5 hours, lost a couple of allies, and never really did much of anything. Okay, alright, okay. What the hell is this Dungeon Master think? Like 1.5 hours of this work right now, and then suddenly he just like, no, I don't like this party. When, oh dear lord, I don't know what to say to this Dungeon Master other than he needs to listen to his players and he needs to figure out what these players are. Where's the session 1? Where's the session 0? Come on. Why are we not going over this stuff? Alright, that's fine with me. Obviously, I'm not going to be spending too much time right now, but I'd like to apologize for me being gone for so long. I have been working overtime at my day job, and so I haven't had the time to really do anything. But I will be getting back to making more videos soon. Thank you for your patience.